Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, Bowen. How you doing, bud? How is everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Everyone's all good, enjoying your week. Well, weekend, really, isn't it? It's Saturday for me. Yeah, so Friday for some of you. Saturday for most of us, I think. I don't know. I don't keep track of the times, except my own. Anyway, we're back with the ATS version of this competition. We did ATS 2 yesterday, which hopefully today's picture is a lot better because I streamed in 720 yesterday. I didn't find out until I went to do the edit, which causes all sorts of problems with the edit to put up on YouTube. So all likelihood tomorrow's stream, yesterday's stream won't be put up onto YouTube. So yeah, there's that, and that's because my outro and intros are in 1080 and the stream is on 720, so it makes it very small, the stream, half the size of what it should be, and I haven't got the patience all the time. I'll probably have the time, I just don't have the patience to try and sort it out. So I decided I'm not going to upload yesterday's stream onto YouTube. If you want to watch it, unfortunately you've only got the VOD as a choice. So what happened yesterday? Well, I'll tell you what happened yesterday if you weren't there. We ended up on 45,153 euros. We bought an extra truck and upgraded our new garage from small to large. Where we are on this is we're at 69,126 now, which is not. Yeah, I know. No, there's always today, mate. Yeah, which is actually not what we ended on last week. We ended on $71,228. Now the reason for this, and there might be a clue up here. I didn't know how much it was, I just I decided to, well, I had a bit of time, I decided to have a look at where I was on the map. And I was just outside of Colombia, no, where was I? I know it starts with Colorado, there we go. It's just outside Colorado, and I thought, oh, I'll have a look, see if there's any jobs going into Colorado, but there wasn't. There was only 3 jobs available, which only one of them was going to one of our home states, which is Washington. So we got our first job already. I've accepted it, I've hooked it up, as you'll see. And we just got to drive to Washington there. Oh, even though she's got a load, but a load on her mind with her phone. But there, we all hooked up and we're going to Washington. So there was no point having obviously having a vote when there was only one option. So we'll start off with trying to please Causey by being in crash cam. We'll head out and get our 90,000. For only a 21-hour drive. Now we did about a 40-hour drive yesterday, an ETS for 80 grand. So gotta love that. The good prices here. Alright, we'll get onto the main road and I'll go into crash cam, which will be helpful because of course I've got the Mater Senior here, the angry Mater Senior, and I can't see the traffic lights.
Turn left.
Now, yesterday, for those who, oh that's right, I've got doubles on too, which will please you, Causey. Yesterday I had a bit of a graphical glitch happening with ETS. And all sorts of the theories were thrown out into the pot by myself. Oh, I might have taken the wrong turn, but never mind. Yeah, so one being... Stop! That it could be my graphical driver. Now what I did, for those who don't know, yesterday morning... Oh, wrong button! I was using the change camera, which I don't need to do until it turns green anyway, but yeah, I was using the farming sim button for that changing camera.
Turn left.
Anyway, I redid Windows yesterday, which I found out today while playing farming sim that it improved that quite a bit. Things that weren't working properly are now working properly. So there's a bonus for me. But well, it's going to be. It's not going to be close. It's going to be bang on. There's your crash. Not what you were expecting, but you wanted a crash. You got one. Yeah. Anyway, one of the issues I was having, and the reason why I decided to redo Windows is one of my favourite games, Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard. I was having really bad texture issues in that, and I was trying to figure it all out and everything. So I decided, after trying all sorts of things,
Stay right.
which the last thing I tried sort of worked, but I wasn't sure because I tried something before, and for a whole night I didn't have the issue, and then the next night it came back. So I was banking on maybe that could be what was going to happen, and it may still happen, but I started the game last night and I had the latest in the video driver, which one of my theories was I started having issues because I had graphical issues with ATS twice now, and it seemed to be just after the last NVIDIA update came out, the graphics driver. So I was playing it last night. Let's get into old crash cam, and the same thing happened again on Vanguard. So I've gone back to the previous graphic driver, and hopefully everything will be okay. We'll have to wait and see. So you're all up to date. And just for those who don't know, I've got to go somewhere next week. I won't get into the reasons why, and so I won't be streaming the ATS convoy mode that was actually planned, and most likely farming sim, and I think on that day, the Monday for me, which would also be Car Simulator 2021. So there's 4 days there. I won't be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, for those of you in America, that'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I've put an announcement in my Discord about that, and also we're going to instead of do the convoy mode next week, we're going to do it the week after when I'm back. So once again, if you want to join either or, there'll be the ETS or the ATS, or both. It's totally up to you. For a little bit or for the whole stream, also totally up to you, but give me a DM and we'll organise mods and everything so we're all ready to go, and find out when you're going to be there, when you can make it, and hello, stop, and yeah, hopefully we can go from there. It will be good. That's the news out of the way. Back to the trucking. Let me help you out there, bud. Yep, you knew what I was up to. A kindred spirit there, great minds and all that. Oh, speaking of graphical glitches, look at that. I think that's more map making than anything else. Right, so the interesting thing is today, the last couple of streams has been very, very close in the competition between the two trucking sims. Where are we going to end up today? Who's going to be in the lead by the end of this? And by how much? Will it still be ETS? Is ETS trying to keep the ATS at arm's length? Jeez, I'm getting a lot of deja vu these days. Recently, really bad. Used to get a lot in my younger days, my teenage years, and then all of a sudden the last 3 or 4 days, just more than I've ever had in my life. All over the show about different things. Oh yeah, especially for me because I panic. I think what is about to happen that's bad. And the weirdest thing, and I'm not a big believer in this type of stuff, right? But the weirdest thing is I had a dream years ago about a bit of a disaster happening or something happening to me. And I was living in a place which I'd never seen in my life before. And this was like a long time ago. Way before I even moved down to here, where I live now. And it was this place I live in now that I had that dream about. How freaky is that? Never seen it before, never been here. So, yeah. Anyway. I know there's all sorts of theories about deja vu. I always thought it was something you dreamed once and forgotten about and didn't remember, and then actually being in that situation has triggered that dream. Even more so now, like I said, with this place here, even dreamed about this place way before I even knew it existed. Anyway, it's a hot day today, I tell you what. Oh, I was already sweating before I even went live. Because as usual, I had to shut the curtain to try and keep most of the sun off the monitor, and shut the door behind me a little bit, not all the way. I use a couple of hammers to hold the door into place, just enough to make sure that the sun from the windows behind me don't go on, but enough to keep the door open, just to get some airflow through. And having the two windows shut next to me, I've got my fan going, but boy, whew, I don't know what the temperature is today. I never bother about that sort of stuff really, because knowing what the temperature is, it doesn't change a thing. You're still going to feel either hot or cold, regardless. Yeah, well, normally I would say you can keep that, but right at this moment I'm going, lucky. This is hot. Now come on, let me in, 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 let me in. Can I sneak in? Just. There's 9 grand. Bridget. Let's put a 9 grand, which I keep calling Bridget. Things make more sense. Well, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Bridget. Why, thank you, Billboard. Nice of you to notice. Oh, you know. Oh, hang on, what's this? More. No, I couldn't find a job. Had to return empty. Fuel cost $2. ETS 2000. Oh, no. Oh, great. I've got a retailer. Someone works in retail. I used to work in retail, now working with me on the trucks doing the old 99 thing. The stupid thing, marketing ploy. That's the reason why they did it, in case you wouldn't know. If you ever wonder why you buy something that's like $5.99 instead of $6, and they do the 99 thing, these people that come up with it obviously really think a lot of themselves and really think not much of us and our intelligence, because they think that we'll look at $5.99 and go, oh, it's cheaper than $6 if you put it as $6. That's actually the reasoning behind it. They think we would think that if you say $5.99 instead of $6, we're more likely to buy it because we think it's cheaper. I don't know about you guys, when I see something, if someone asks me what's the price of something and I see something that says $5.99, I will say it's $6. If it works, then I don't know, mate, maybe we've got some serious thing to do about ourselves. Because it's 1 cent. If you can't afford to pay the extra cent, you couldn't afford to pay the $5.99 in the first place. It's clearly not a good idea financially for you. You know, 1 cent makes a difference. A saving would be about, I don't know, $5. That'd be a saving. Yeah, I don't know. I've never got it myself. Maybe it's just the way I think. I just never understood that one myself. Oh, we need to find a place to park. I just saw the time. Alright. I didn't actually check the time when I came in. I just saw it was nice and sunny and in the day. Mind you, on the summer mod, that could be 7 o'clock at night. Well, it pretty much was, wasn't it? We've gone for 3 hours, so it was 6 o'clock. Out of my way! Oh, I'm going to need to look because I just realised we're not on ETS. Don't have the... Hang on, where am I? Zoom into me. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, there. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll park here then.
Time to hit the road.
We're not hitting the road. Because it has a tendency to hit back.
Get right.
What we are going to do is hit the hay.
Exit right.
Right, we've got an intersection coming up. We might as well stick in this because we'll be in this for the next day, won't we?
Turn right.
Oh, I'm not going to beat that bus. I've got doubles on, got to remember that. Take a wide berth. The opposite of the Titanic.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh no, don't tell me I've got to reverse out of here. Oh no, I was worried. Oh, that'd have been great, eh? If I had to reverse out of here, I would have been doing a 24-hour stream just to do the one delivery. Right, let's see if we get any cash while we're sleeping, and I'll have a coffee. Morning coffee. Oh, we're up to 100 grand. So it's safe to say at the end of this journey, oh, I assume it is. Oh, hang on. Checking something. Where is it? Wow. Well, looking at that, we paid the loan off yesterday on ATS, which was 21,000. I got this loan out at the same time. So if you look at it that way, if you really think about it, we've done more days in ETS and ATS, which means technically ATS is sort of in the lead, because we pretty much got almost level pegging with money and everything else, except ATS has done it in less days. Then again, ETS has had its problems because of World of Trucks Pro mods, and as Causey just said, probably the ferry costings is the other thing too, isn't it? So, should we pay this off, or should we let it go down a bit further? What do you guys think? We paid it off yesterday because it was only 21 grand. This is 85, which should take quite a bit of cash off us. Or should we wait for around about the same time? Well, there's the same amount left, roughly. I'll give you a bit of time to put your thoughts in. That's if you want to, you don't have to, obviously. Yeah, sort of. Technically, this is going to have $60,000 worth of savings in the $5,000 per day costs that we had. So it would actually give this a bit of an advantage, really, because there'll be those many days we won't be paying the $5,000 back, 5.7, which we did with ETS. But if you all think pay it, I'll pay it. I was just putting a point of view across. You either agree or you don't. If you agree, you don't care. Those are your options. The Dave says pay it. I think Causey's still on pay it as well. And anyone else? Alright, we'll pay it off. So we really only have assets and cash. Oh, we've just got 4 grand coming. To really give us where we are at.
Never mind. I'll
Oh,
find
hang
a
on,
new
which
route.
way? That way.
Turn left.
I forgot where I was for a moment.
Turn right.
Off to Douglas. See how he is. Yeah, anyway, how are you, Dave? How's the farming going, mate? Welcome to the 2022 century 22, year 22. Welcome to the present. No, you're all caught up with the farming. By the way, if you need any help with that mod, let me know. Give me a DM. I'll get my people to contact your people and we'll help you out some way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of. There's a couple there that, or actually 3 mods, I think. Courseplay, AI extensions, and that one that actually has the mod inside the zip folder. Already zipped up. Where you get the other ones off GitHub, where you've got to actually no, Courseplay doesn't. Sorry, Courseplay's one of those ones where you've got to actually open it up and then select all the files and zip it up and give it a new name. But anyway, I mean, best thing to do is just play around with it, have a look at the key bindings. It's just getting used to the keys. I mean, I've got a wheel. If you've got a wheel, and you've got buttons on your wheel you can decide to do, then I suppose that makes it a lot easier. I mean, I only use it for the GPS anyway, so I've got the buttons for that where it brings up the lines, makes them disappear, resets the multiple lines, the button for the menu, and the button to snap it and unsnap it. Oh, you haven't played? Oh, okay. I thought you were the mod. Alright. You haven't given it a go yet. You got to get in there and yeah, spend about a couple of hours realising what you just did. You used to work on the odd ones, but you've got to do it differently this time with all the stones and the mulching and the rolling and the whatever else they've thrown in there. Even grass, doing grass is different, preparing that. How's the sound levels today? Like I said, the picture quality should be a lot better. Oh, if I was on that other lane, maybe I picked it up. And that does look like a recruitment agency, doesn't it? I forget you there. Mind you, I forget the dog's here, and the dog's not really hard to miss. You are a little bit hard to miss.
Stay left.
Easy to miss, shall I say, not harder. Why is that? Why do you think the stones are dumb? I mean, it does bring in a little more realism into the game. Well, not complete realism. Obviously, you don't have the option that a lot of farmers have to do. You have to walk out there with a bucket and go pick them up manually. Well, by hand, really. Manually, same thing, isn't it? Unless you've got a roller to roll them in if they're small enough, or a stone picker to pick them up if they're too big. Well, either Dave didn't hear me question, Or he's typing out a huge explanation which I've got to try and read while I'm driving, or well, there was another option I thought of, but I've forgotten about it by the time I got to the second one. There we go. Now, okay. Well, the small ones, like I said, if they're small enough, you can use a roller, and you use a roller anyway if you want a slight increase after you've planted. So the roller will take care of those. It also depends on, now Frithgar went through this. Frithgar used to be a farmer, and he went through this. Talking about the stones, because people sort of had a few complaints about them, one of them being that it was stupid because you pick the stones up and then when you go next year they were there again after you ploughed or whatever. But it depends on what type of plough you use, on what size type of stone you get, small ones or big ones. They've implemented that into the game. If you use a deep furrow plough, obviously you bring up bigger stones. If you use a shallower one, you only get sort of the smaller stones, and you can leave the smaller stones on, that's fine. Obviously they won't do any damage. The big stones do damage to your equipment if you leave them out there. And he also pointed out that in real life, if you went and ploughed a field and went out, because he did it actually as a farmer, he went out and he had to go in with a bucket and stuff and hand pick the stones off the field. Then next year when you ploughed that field again, the stones would be back. They just reappear. I suppose Moan as well. I remember him telling a story when he was doing FS17 or something or other about him almost being killed by, when he was mowing a lawn, one of those butterfly mowers, because a stone came through the window.
Left.
A small stone from the front one. Yeah, I mean that's the thing I learned from a lot of people. It's really funny listening to Frith, because he looks at a lot of, like, I mean he obviously gets a lot of comments about the way he does stuff on his videos, tell him it's unrealistic. There's some things he's doing, or that wouldn't happen sort of deal, and also on the forums and stuff, and yeah. And his replies are hilarious to it, because most of the time he proves them wrong anyway. Because he's got the experience too. But it just goes to show that how many people just think they know things when they don't. Well, that'd be good to have as a mod in the game, eh? You want to get rid of your stones in a quick and easy way? Stick a dynamite. The big hole might make harvesting interesting, but hey, adds a bit of fun and excitement to your day. Oh, okay, where is it? Move. Oh, okay.
Finding new route.